to talk to you guys about surfaces today and objects. We have started the Polygonal Forms project by creating an initial ground plane, right, that was a surface. And then we created a roof plane that was a separate surface. From that, we then went into creating two walls on the ends, right? And we started to enclose this thing all the way around. When it becomes completely enclosed, it will become kind of an object. But I want you guys to be aware that the process of creating a form or a surface out of polygonal shapes can be used in any of the sort of interstitial in-between circumstances between being an enclosed object or being a singular surface. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to experiment with today is going to be taking, and I'm going to be drawing this sort of an elevation section, so I'll put a little person right here. Maybe they're waving. Oh, they lost an arm. No, there. Get the other arm. Right? Okay. So you guys began the exercise by doing a floor, and then you created this sort of roof form that floated up above it. Okay? What I want you guys to be aware of is that you guys can take that and you can start by creating an entire form, right, that has walls that are near vertical, and then it has a roof element that's near horizontal. Okay? So for the project that you guys are moving towards, right, which is a bus terminal, you guys are going to be creating an enclosed object, a singular enclosed object, right, that's going to be the terminal building. And that terminal building will probably be built as what I call a tube. That is, it's an object that has a bottom, two sides, and a top, but is open through the ends. Okay? And the tube will more than likely have some sort of a glass wall inside of it, right? That'll create the actual indoor space. But this tube becomes just another iteration of an object that has some of the, an enclosed object that has some of the surfaces removed from it. Okay? So today we're going to do a little bit of experimentation with creating objects that are sort of a U shape. They have two walls and some sort of a roof form. Okay? And then we're going to switch off to creating objects that are more of a complete tube. That is, they have the walls, the roof, the floor attached to each other. And those objects we're going to finish by enclosing them. Right? And one of the things that we try and teach you guys about the formal methods that we're teaching you is that the formal methods can be combined. So for example, in your first project, you work with a block, right? And you subtracted from that block to create windows and to create porches and stuff like that, right? When you did the collision project, you had smaller pieces, right, that were collided with each other. But you could also do subtraction on those pieces. So if you wanted to, you could take what you did here and you could subtract it out of the corner here. Even though we didn't do that, it is easy to conceive of that. All right, so in the same way that we did collision with all orthogonal square forms, you can take polygonized forms, say you have a shape that's like this, right? And you can collide it with a shape that might be like this and end up with something with an overlap. Okay? That's part of what you guys are going to be experimenting with until we get to the bus terminal project, which is it's gonna come pretty soon. Okay? Any questions about that? No. How many minutes is that?
4, almost 5.
All right. Go ahead and stop it.